Welcome to BeFusion. I'm starting to do a live video trying to show you how to restore a old captain's chair what I seem to pick up about 20 years ago. First attempt live, so we'll see how this goes. Right. Yep. So basically, I started upholstering 30 years ago now. Never, always just done it for public, commercial, so on and so forth. Decided that it was about time we tried to show a bit more of the skills on how to get on. So basically, we're going to try and do a bit of something with this. Right, where do we start? I've got this. I'm not joking. Must have been 20 years ago. It's followed me around workshops. Always intended to do a bit of something to it, just because I like the look of it. It's a very unusual chair. Never seen one before. I don't know thoroughly much about it, apart from I just thought it was quite quirky and quite like the look of it. So I did furniture design at college after leaving school, and then didn't do very well in my art history because I was more hands-on. Did very well grades and everything else, and then decided instead of going on to do furniture design, I want to learn how to make furniture. So I went over to Leeds and specialised in restoration, cabinet making, French polishing, and upholstery, and specialised in upholstery. And been doing it ever since. So yeah, it's been a long journey. There are lots of ups and downs in upholstery trade. You either have lots of work or you seem to be thinking where we're going to get work. So it's one of them things where you pick up pieces here and there and think, oh, I'd like to do something with that, or auctions or car boot sales. Usually, if you pick something up from an auction or fair or a place like that, they do them up to sell them. So they look quite nice, but they're really not. So basically, when you do pick something up, you've generally got to take it back to nothing because if the frame's loose, you can't do anything with the fabric. And everything with the new fire regulations and everything, there's a lot of things you can't put to chairs what they used to have in chairs, especially if you want to sell it. If you're going to put a fire label on it at the end of it, it's got to be. One of the things why on this chair I've discarded a lot of the bits and pieces that was in it, which just basically had things chucked on it just to get rid of it and just to pad it out. So I could get rid of that. So yeah, so I mean, if you want us first things first for this, it just wants cleaning a bit the wood and make it a little bit more happy to, you would say. So, little concoction here, which I won't tell you what it is just yet. It's special sauce, which is a mixture that come together. Give it a clean. To, so if we just, I don't know if you can see it, we'll just give it a once over, which will bring the grains out. You don't want to take, you don't want to make it completely and utterly stripped and like complete new wood, because obviously it's got years and years of patina. So we're just trying to make it look nice. This stuff is once it cleans all the top surface off, you'll leave it, and then the next day it feeds it too, so you can buff it so it comes up extremely nice. We'll do this before we start because obviously we don't want covering the material in it. Well, do for that little bit. Well, for now, and get a bag. Clear up this stuff. Hello to the wife. Right, so you can see it's a little bit more clean. Obviously, you can be waxed and buffed up afterwards. But I think for today's little show, we'll just leave it. On the other thing, there's the back of this chair. As it's a sprung back, which when it fixes onto these holes, so it can spin and move a little bit. But where we got it from didn't have any screws or anything with it, and I don't want to be putting off fancy new black ones. But as you can see, the holes are a bit big, so we're going to drill them out. And this one. Yep. Look at this. Savvy one. I don't know what that is. So then we get a couple of little dowels. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Glue. A tapper. So then we can cut them off. I've just used PVA glue. All this is covered by the chair, but just to make sure, a little bit of stain. That's not in the stain, is it? Anyway, as you can see, when we put these back on, it should cover it nicely. If we get them in the right place. Sorted. So what we'll do before we carry on, find a little drill bit, which I thought was in here, to be there now. Anyway, let's not use that then. Right then, so that's so. Oh, what's the most interesting job? It's interesting. I've done lots of very strange jobs. I've done nightclubs, big nightclubs in London. I've done personal chairs, bespoke sofas, cinema rooms. Um, I've worked Kasabian, Madonna. It's done lots of good places. Um, what would I say my favourite? I like. And Centrefolds was a very good one. It was my favourite, but that's a long time ago, Grant. Right. Anyway, right where we are. So what we're going to do? We're going to put leather on it. So I've already done instead of traditional stuff. Just put a piece of chip foam, bit of foam. It's not you're going to be sat on every day of the week trying to get very comfortable. That will be comfortable, but it's that's just what we need. Of spray glue. So spray glue is contact adhesive. So you want to put it on both sides. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Speak to me if they want to do it themselves. They can come and have a word, and I can tell them what they'd need. Or on the other hand, if they want me to do it, absolutely, absolutely fine. I don't know who that is. Funny enough, they're both my daughters. Because once you leave your contact, you leave it for it because then it goes tacky and then it sticks better. So we just stick that on there, put it on there, and then we just big lot. Well, we don't want it to go too far over, so just stick on the edges. So and then we get some small scissors. I should have really cut the leather. Time. So
Is a trend that people going more towards fabric, leathers?
I,
What people looking for?
it's more fabrics now, really. I'm putting leather on this because I think it's kind of old and it's kind of just. I thought it'd look nice in a bit of leather, and we're just going to bling it up with some studs just to show it off. But generally, I like to do more contemporary fabrics, a lot more bright for pieces rather than a, you know a standard old chair. People, it's a talking point really. But for this one, I'm afraid we're going. So we're going to tape measure. See, I set everything up on here, and then I can't find anything. So we're going 18, 18. So the reason for the safety glasses are they're actually reading glasses, and I forgot my glasses, so I can actually see. So if you think, why is this guy cleaning a piece of wood? We sit with safety glasses on. Where's your answer? Yeah, exactly. So you've got to be careful with that. If you look, if you see that bit there, that bit isn't. And if you look, and because it's a cow, it's got scars. See that? So when you're doing a chair, normally on fabric, you mark it on the back, draw it out. But you really want to be having a look at what you're going to see in the leather. So I quite like there. So we're doing 18. And you might want to measure it out properly if you haven't been doing it a while. 18. Yeah, that's why you can find all the posters of manky hands. So then on here, all we're going to do centralise it. With leather, your difference is with fabric, you pull it one way, it won't move. If you pull it that way, it'll stretch. It's fabrics. With leather, you can pull it any direction you want. It's completely different to working with fabric. So what I'm going to do, like that. Put one in there. Oh, hopefully hit some wood. Take it out. Yeah. This back over to there. There. If I shoot myself in the finger, just turn the camera off. Yeah. Go to this side. Always work. You generally put a temporary in if you haven't been doing it. Take it out. That'll look tighter than there. But I should be able to get around it by these days. Yeah, generally, yeah. Because if you go opposites, you'll find it a lot more easy to work with. Get this bit. You might want to lift a little bit of that. It's a little bit long to the end. Sorry if I'm mumbling. My wife tells me all day I mumble. This is obviously right. I'm right. So yeah, we go over to there. And another reason why I've got tinnitus. 30 years of banging, not like that. we'll keep that one to one side. My kids. Oh, does it? It doesn't in my ears. And besides, my mother-in-law's watching too. Hi, Monica. There you go. Well, you're just trying to get a straight, clean edge.
So once you've done it, it's like kind of
It's no, it's where you're working. Doesn't mean that you know anything. People want you to be fast and knock things out. It's not how I like to work. I like things to be right. If something's not in the right place, I'll take it off and redo it. But everything comes with practice. So I'm not going to go past there because obviously I can't get into it. I'm just working it out a bit. So that's a bit long, so we can probably get rid of that lot. So it goes in easier. This goes from this is the opposite of how I normally work. I won't even show a customer the job until it's completely finished because I like to see the reveal.
yeah.
And like, wow, that's amazing. So that nobody really sees any of this. Yeah, especially especially if it's come from a relative or something where they had from the child. Because obviously you've got to be very careful as well, knowing what they want. You don't want to completely change something. Staples. the black staples with this one. There we go. Ready to sit on, Grant? Nope. That's not playing that one. There we go. Then we've got some nickel studs, which I think will just make it look.
No.
See when you normally I would generally do them individual, obviously. For this instance,
Yeah.
you might get very bored. Let me find my tack hammer. Another thing I've actually put out and lost. No, they ain't. I will be using that very shortly if I can't find it. It's small. It's a different one. Let's use that. Right, so you got a hole there and a hole there. So we're gonna take that one off. So I generally do.
It'd be good then to get a thumb hit for the grooves.
I'm sure you'll probably get one before the end. See, I like to miss, opposed to doing every hole immediately. I like to miss one and then help it pull itself straight. Don't tell anyone though, it's a secret. Go back to 'em. I mean, see then this way, either this one, which is I'm going to miss one. You can either put it through the same hole and go from there, but as you can see, it's a little bit.
Monica says he's happy with conservatory.
Yeah, possibly.
You're amazing, apparently.
Well, beginner's luck. I hope they're talking about the talking, not the upholstery. I mean, this isn't my favourite hammer.
Do you have a favourite hammer?
Everyone's got a favourite hammer, have you not? That's very disappointing. You don't have a favourite hammer. Right, yeah. This one is an awkward one. Right, let's go to this side. And that one is going to go to there. Good place, really. Just do it from there. Right. Let's just snip that. How long are we running too far? Is this taking too long? We're part two.
No. Yeah. You should send me comments and tell you to pay by the hour.
You said you buy this one, didn't you, Grant?
I mean, I wanted to fencing like it was like one because I forget what
So you think the leather looks okay? Quite classy. Take it off.
I should say info. No, it's I think you must have.
Set that one. Take this one off here. And then there's a shorter one. We've usually got slightly different length ones. The first one. No comment. Don't want to upset any of the listeners. Right. No. Where's my pincers? This is slowing down. Take that to there. And take that one to there.
Life, actually. Yeah.
This one to here. Right. So take that to there just in case. There we go. The studs take longer. So you can imagine how long the studs would take if we're doing them individually.
Yeah.
And as you say, if you pay me by the hour. So I take that one. That one. That one in there, look.
Questions coming. What's your favourite people poster?
Anything for Monica. I wouldn't say I really have a favourite. There's lots of things I thought I really don't want to do with this, and then once I've done it, I really liked it. I thought I'll never do one of those again. Tap this in. There we go. A little seat. Yeah, so start of a seat. And then we'll leave that to one side. You can have a look, see if I've missed any studs somewhere. And the back. So, same again. The foam. Put them.
favourite celebrity you've met or worked with?
I'd say Serge was the nicest. Serge from Kasabian with a very true gentleman. It was lovely. He's taller than I thought. He must be 6'5". I'm 6'6". He's quite tall. When I met him, I went to his house. He just bought his house. I left, and he was just sat outside because I was stuck in traffic. He had no furniture in there. So he just sat outside his house on the floor. Waited for me for about an hour. When I got there, we were actually there. And he was just chatting away and really nice. You didn't expect someone to have a go at me because they were late, but not to take them down. So, I think it's a. I think the next generation, it'll either go one way or another. You either gonna have to do more traditional upholstery, which I can do, which rather than the modern, because it's everything's throwaway. A lot of things is just not like it used
One of the good points, you know,
to. Yeah,
allowing people to
but if it's great as a for doing something,
yeah,
because obviously you get a lot of satisfaction about seeing it when it's what it's like when you got it and how it looks once you've completed it. Taking this round here because I'm going to bring the leather be thick, and I put it back on. I don't want this to be all over the back.
yeah.
So, we a bit more leather. We can rough measure it. So we're going there, which is we'll get away with 18 again. 19, 18, 19. It looks not far off, doesn't it? It's bang on. It's 18 that way. That's straight. We've got that there. That's the in back. I don't really want that on the in back. Oops, sorry, mate. Sorry, I'm sorry. Have I knocked you out? It's getting too close. Is that? Oh dear. See, I've been sacked already. Yeah. See, you get leather what you buy. I mean, a lot of the sofas they make, how they make the leather, they'll. It's not one hide. It's not one cow as such. So they'll get it and they'll put it in a chemical, swell it, and then laminate, and then they'll buff one side and polish one side. So when you see all these really bargain sofas and prices, what they do is they swell it twice as much as the good quality and expensive ones you can buy. So you get twice as much leather out of the same, and then obviously it lasts half the time. Oh, so if you can. So we're gonna. This is the only tricky bit. So we're gonna look for where that is. So get it nice before we get there. But as I said, silver leather, we should be able to pull anywhere you want. So after. So you'll see you can manipulate it because it's leather. You get some there. You don't want to break it. Might be a bit further. A little bit around. Yeah, over there. Get it there. And then still see how much more you can pull it.
Yeah. It's really tough, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it keeps cows safe. Well, it did until they turned it into a chair. What was it? Go back. Yeah, I don't think I'd have wanted to be an upholsterer without it. I think you put the tax in the mouth.
Yeah.
You have no teeth. None of them had any teeth. Silks are horrendous. They really, because if you try and fasten into it, it's too fancy and too flash. You'll put a staple in, it'll just go zoom. You see two lines. Anything really shiny, overly shiny. Uh, Favorite fabrics. I quite like the look of stripes, but they take a lot of working out. But I do like the finished look on stripes. Uh, I'm not really. I've done a lot of different chairs. I've done one lady. She's a good friend now. She always used to get like lime green velvet. You'd be like, "Oh my god, what are you doing?" And then and you cover it, and it just looks unbelievable in her room. Everything she did, she'd bring the fabrics. I'm like, I'm not going to make any judgment because whenever you put it in the house, it just looks amazing. And she's a big one for going to fairs, buying bits and pieces here and there. Oh, hi Sarah. My safety glasses are steaming up. Careful, it's yeah. Don't do the frames. I've recovered outdoor furniture. I mean, I do my own, but it's you really need to have the frames. Do you have cushions? There'll be something going on the website, which I've done, befusion.com, which you can see something we've done. We'll be doing as we speak. The photos. Thank you. And if you're going to do this, probably better off with it in a knife. I personally don't like the. Yeah, I'll try it at home. Besides, a bit on
Exactly. So the viewers.
camera. Yeah, and get ready. Right, so there's the top. Let's pop through, push that back.
Three little pig holes come from it. Says, wow, this suit is a talented man. Aim to see ships.
What a guy. So, last but not least, I'll put the back up. Right, temperature again. I'm guessing green, green. That bit's nice now, isn't it? That's nice. Bit. So we'll go 15. Yeah, you'll keep back. I'd let you mind, but I'd definitely meet you then. Well, do take these around here, but we're going to put a bit of put this on to in case anyone picks it up or grabs it or moves it. It'll just keep it from knocking in with it having. Reduce staples on it. And it doesn't look even, so we'll put one there.
How many times have you put it in?
A few, quite a few. It's one of those. It doesn't hurt anything ever, and you look down and it's sticking out your finger, and you're like, "Yes, I have."
Tables, etc.
I can do French polishing, but as I say, I've got a table to do for somebody, but I do kind of stay clear of it. It's another art in itself, and it takes that long to do the polishing. And spraying side, I don't have the equipment for the spraying. I'm just taking this in a bit, so we've got plenty to go around. Right, I'm going to put this on. I'm just going to basically not go too close to the edge because we want to be able to see where the studs go. Out to it, I don't think it would be nice. Cover that little hole. Take that. Tighten that.
So the largest project you've ever had to do, and how long did it take approximately?
I did the Brompton Club, which in London on Kings Road, underneath the Hilton Hotel, and I did the whole place.
Wow.
It was a quite a large job, and all dropping it off and getting out of London. And then I wasn't even allowed to go on the opening night. I think it was more like Paris Hilton and people like that there rather than James and Huddersfield. Almost. I'm quite surprised I haven't. Almost.
How long have you been doing this for yourself?
Myself, I started, as I say, I went to college when I was 20, and then I went around South Africa and lived over there for 12 months. And then when I came back, started my own business. So I've had my own business for nearly 25 years. But when we first started, it was more just spending money. But then, obviously, kids come along. Still enjoy it. The same, seeing items that you've done, you still surprise yourself sometimes. See, this in fabric could be completely different. And then stripes, completely different again. And then patterns, the new one in the middle. So every job is different.
Would you consider doing a live where the audience chooses the fabrics?
Absolutely, absolutely. I've got a number of fabrics, a lot of fabrics upstairs. You could do it two ways. You could actually go through it yourself with it live and choose, or you could pick some out. So a choice of a few chairs. I'm always on the hunt for little chairs.
Did you want?
These are the no, these don't make them this size. These I think let's have a look. From front to back 13 inches, 330 mil. But these I like these because they suit me better. The new ones they're making smaller now. Kind of. Well, I've had those a long time. Oh, surprised me then. See what we've got down here. There we go. Let's keep it. All right. Oh, you're generally better off not starting on the first one, just in case you're looking by the time you get all the way around. It fits. Are we late now? What time is it? Hmm?
All right, 50 minutes.
Should have took 20 minutes. If you want talking to me. Which one? Grant? Yours? Can't remember. 2 years.
I remember. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think.
Did you shoot? No.
No, it's actually not very good. I'm at the show.
Oh, the shoe was like top place in black.
Right.
It was a giant still
Right.
4 foot tall, weren't they?
Love it. Who's that? Who's that, Ethan? Leah. Leah's been pestering me to teach her how to sew.
Yes.
So she just wanted me to say no. No, I don't mind. It depends on the jobs. I did a lot of a lot of recliners where everything was sewn. It was a recover. I don't mind doing little bits, and when it comes into like weeks on it, it gets hard work for me personally.
Is it a trade you would want?
Um, I'd rather my kids be rocket scientists, but yeah, I'd like. Yeah, I think it is a nice profession, but as I say, for me, there's a bit too much. Everything's on mass production now, isn't it? Everything's huge, and people don't appreciate the amount of times it take to do the traditional aspect. Yeah, if you go onto my website, BeFusion, you can see some of the frames we've made. You see the sofa made Danny Dyer.com. Oh no, sorry, it's on the Facebook page, isn't it? Oh, so, yeah, Danny's in on there. There's just finished page. Look at the Facebook page. You can have that. And then, yeah, um, the walls. So the dowels are doing the job. Do you want to clean that up or just sit it on it?
Yeah.
So this mess away. Special sauce out.
So, develop
Oh, many.
whereabouts are you based?
Huddersfield. But we do travel anywhere, basically. Obviously, if it's for a dining chair, I might not nip to London, but obviously, if the sports sofas, beds, anything really, anything bolstered. Cleaning up, you think?
How was university studying upholstery? Was it worth it, or could you learn yourself?
Well, I enjoyed it, but I'd say I learnt more in the first month going into an upholsterer's than it gave you a very good groundwork, though. I don't even know if they do the course anymore. I think a lot of them. Yeah, yeah. As you say, it gives you the groundwork of how to do it, but then obviously you teach how to do a wing chair, and it's like a 6 week course, and then you come out and they expect you to do it in a day.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't, obviously. All right, so should we screw on? I'm going to put the bottom cloth on. So, with it being upside down, I'm going to put the different screws in. If I can find some leathers and very good.
You like university?
No. I've made many. I've done many. It's the preparation is the key at Chesterfield's, getting everything right before you start on the fabric. Because if it starts to run off, there's a bit of a challenge. Some of this mess. Swoop up in the morning. And then in theory, I should be happy. A little bit longer than 20 minutes, but
That's a great life. Camera onto James, and then he can close out.
right, well, that's that. Thanks for viewing. If you want to have a look at the Facebook page, BeFusion, that'd be great, and like and share. And if you're interested, follow us, and I'll get in contact if you need us. Thank you very much. And if you want to see another one, line, Monica. Thank you.